So in the last 7 years, I didn't drink a single drop of alcohol. Here's why I did that, and here's why I think that you should do the same. For those that are new here, hi, I'm Florian, founder of fitvegans.com, the best online vegan fitness coaching service in my humble opinion. So let's just dive right in. Charlie Munger, the billionaire investor along with Warren Buffett, has one great quote. Well, he has many great quotes, but there's one great quote which I want to quote here, and that is, "All I want to know is where I'm going to die, so I will never go there." Quite a smart quote, right? So where are you going to die? You will never go there, which means you will never die. This is called inversion thinking, meaning instead of asking yourself, what should I do? You ask yourself, what should I not do? And it's pretty clear that when you look at the data, that drinking alcohol is pretty much what not to do. It's where most people die. This study here shows that 2/3 of the domestic violence in the UK is accompanied by alcohol. And 73% of the homicide cases in the US are under the influence of alcohol. And this study here showed that 75% of the homeless population is dependent on alcohol. So according to the data, it really seems that alcohol is a recipe for misery. Surely you can drink in moderation, but I think you should always ask yourself, how thick is that wall between moderation and dependence in your case? Do you have that self-control to stick to that moderation continuously for the rest of your life? Or do you think that if something bad happens in the future, let's say a family member dies of yours, that you're then gonna slip into dependence? The truth is that we never know what we're gonna do in the future, and we should stack our cards in our favor by not having that moderation in the first place. I just knew for myself that I didn't want to run that risk, because who is more likely to slip into dependence? Is it the person that drinks moderately, or is it the person who is not drinking at all? It's the former, right? The second reason why I dropped alcohol is that I wanted to act intelligently. Here's what I mean by that. In Brian Tracy's book about goals, on page 255 specifically, he wrote something about intelligent behavior that was so insightful that I'm never going to forget it. Brian doesn't define intelligence the conventional way, instead he goes one step further to define intelligent behavior. He defines it as something that you do that is consistent with achieving the goals that you set out for yourself. Each time that you do something that moves you closer towards something that you really want, you're acting intelligently. On the other hand, an unintelligent way of acting is doing things that are not moving you toward your goals, or even worse, moving you away from your goals. When it comes to alcohol, truly ask yourself, is that an intelligent way of acting? Hell no. Unless you have no dreams or your goals, or your goal in life is to become a hobo or make your life as miserable as possible, drinking alcohol cannot be considered intelligent in no way, shape or form. So if you have clear goals, if you know what you want to achieve in life, if you have a clear direction, then alcohol will always hinder you. So why do people drink alcohol? Here's 3 reasons on the top of my mind why most people actually do drink alcohol. The first one is the classic "do forget." Well, I think that's really not a good reason. Because as we've seen before, alcohol makes you do stupid stuff. So you're trying to forget while increasing your chances to do more stupid stuff in the future? That really doesn't make sense. Almost all of the reasons why people actually drink alcohol, which I'm gonna outline here, have 2 things in common. Number 1, they have 0 rational base. And number 2, they all require a very short-term view of things. But if you actually think about the long term, none of these reasons make sense. So yes, short term, alcohol might help you forget, but long term, alcohol will give you more problems which you then need to forget, right? Same as with the next point. Another reason is to have a good time. Short term, that is true, and long term, not really. The net quality of my life has improved 100-fold since I stopped drinking alcohol. I live wherever I want, I can basically do whatever I want with whomever I want. I have pretty much absolute freedom, and that freedom came from a culmination of smart choices. And the smart choices I could only make because I was not drunk. The third reason why most people drink alcohol is actually a big one, and that is to not be awkward, meaning not having to deal with social pressure. Let me ask you this. Have you ever noticed that we care more about ourselves than we do about other people? But we respect the opinion of others more than we do our own? I think every person should come to the point where they care less about what other people think about them. In the meanwhile, until that social freedom is achieved, you can think about answers which you can give to other people when they will ask you why you're not drinking. You can say something like, because last time I was riding on the highway with my bicycle with nothing but a rabbit costume on. And they will ask you, what, really? And you just say, yeah. And then just try to change topics. You can turn this into a fun game of yours. So if you like this video about alcohol, then why not smash the like button? And if you want to see more videos like this, then why not subscribe to this channel? And if you're a fellow vegan that is looking to get in shape quickly and sustainably, and you feel like you're currently stuck at your current level and you're really looking to get to that next level, then why not book a call with yours truly that is absolutely free by clicking the link in the description below. So talk to you soon and see you next time.